What up, what up, what up? What's going on, YouTube? How's everything going out there in that virtual world everyone lives in? Took a little break from doing some of the videos. I didn't realize how much editing was involved and promoting and blogging and all kinds of extra stuff. So I'm back with some time, you know. Picked up a nice figure, one figure that I know would add to the symbiote lineup that we were doing. He's kind of a symbiote, kind of not a symbiote. You got to read the comic books. If you're a fan of the 90s cartoon, the Spider-Man series, you may have seen him in the Madam Web episodes. He was actually a clone of an alternate Spider-Man in another dimension. He is known to a lot of people as the Scarlet Spider, but he's actually the version, and it's not listed here, as Ben Reily. Now, Ben Reily is the clone of this Spider-Man, and this Spider-Man is the one that gets the symbiote Carnage in an alternate universe. You gotta YouTube the video. You gotta type in Ben Reily Carnage. Essentially, this Spider-Man is the clone of Spider-Man who's actually weak-minded and gets taken over by a symbiote, while the Scarlet Spider is actually the real Spider-Man of his alternate universe, but he thinks he's the clone, so he changes his hair color to blonde and he wears this hoodie and he's just like all screwed up in the head. Long story short, this is a gem. This was hidden in this weird kitty line for the Spider-Man 3 3/4 inch figures. It is called the Web Strike Spider-Man because it brings these two taco looking things that go on his arm with big giant web nets on the back. You can see how it looks when it's operated. You know, I probably would never use it, but it's nice to have. It's pretty cool. Of course, it comes with the fiercest foe and a nice little lineup of what's down the pike, Goblin, Rhino, and so on. So this is probably the last Spider-Man figure after I get that Stretch and Strike Venom that I'm gonna buy, and then after that, unless they come out with like the Vulture or the Shocker or some other Spider-Man villains that the Marvel Universe lineup isn't giving us, this is probably gonna be my last one. So let's open this bad boy up and let's take a look at him. As usual, it comes with instruction on how to play the Fiercest Foe game, which I will not play. And it comes with the instructions on how to use the Web Strike Spider-Man weapon. Here is La Piece of Resistance in this outfit we got. Let's get him out of there. Put that aside. And here we got him. We got Mr. Ben Reily himself, at least the clone of Ben Reily. He's actually pretty small. He's not Marvel Universe size or Marvel Universe grip. Like, he's pretty lightweight. I mean, let's talk about articulation. I mean, the plastic they use is very sturdy, unlike the MU line, which feels a little hollow. He's got the ball jointed shoulders with the ball jointed elbow, no wrist articulation, ball jointed head, and no waist or torso articulation. He's got the ball jointed hips, should I say, and the ball jointed knee, no ankle articulation. So I really wanted to get this figure because I slept on him. I seen him in the stores. He's not really part of a wave. He was released with Carnage as like a kind of like a secret wave, right? So I really wanted to get him because if I didn't get him, I probably would have never got him. These might look familiar to you. The web shooters from the Scarlet Spider. I don't know if it's focusing, but take a look. Now the web shooters on this one is pretty much the same one you get in the Scarlet Spider. So I think it's pretty good. I think it does a good job. There you go, much better. So that's him right there. Sorry for the autofocus there, but Minnesota web shooters. And usually the Scarlet Spider has them around the ankles, but this is the Ben Reily version. I like the paint detail on it. It's got like a nice glimmer, like a nice blue paint job on the leg and on the arm. And then in the back, it's got that cool spider design. And you know, he's a pretty good addition to my Spider-Man lineup and my Marvel Universe lineup. Definitely is needed. If I stand him, there he goes. And here we have the, I guess these web shooters or whatever they are, but I'm not even gonna bother putting on them. These things look ridiculous. I mean, if I were a little kid, I'd be having a ball. Accessories are always welcome in my world, but I'm not a little kid. And although I'm doing figure reviews, you'd think I'd be acting like a little kid. I'm just a adult collector. So I want to show you something, and this goes to explain who Ben Reily is. There he is, Carnage Spider-Man. That is Carnage Spider-Man. That's who everybody's talking about when they talk about Carnage Spider-Man. It is essentially Ben Reily with the symbiote of Carnage attached. And looks kind of funny next to Spider-Man Carnage. So as you can see, I just swapped heads. Carnage head's much bigger than the Ben Reily Spider-Man. That's why it looks kind of funny. But if you look at the cartoons in the 90s, that's what it looked like. It looked like this outfit, Ben Reily, with that weird Carnage head. So let me post them up next to another figure so you can see the size comparison. Here's good old trusty MU Buck Spider-Man. So you can tell that there is a notable size difference. And of course the Spider-Man lineup uses the same Spider-Man figure for pretty much every other Marvel. Ooh, that hip. Horrible. For every other Spider-Man in the Spider-Man lineup. And as far as Black costume goes, he is a very popular MU Buck with like dangly spaghetti legs that doesn't do anything. The articulation's horrible. But whatever. That's why he's got the ankles and the knees and everything else. So standing next to him, you can see there is a size difference. Kind of like Zombie Spider-Man at this point. But they are not the same figure, they are not the same buck or the same body. But he's a little cooler. So thanks for tuning in, everyone, about the Ben Reily Spider-Carnage unboxing. If you have any questions, feel free to put some comments on my page. I appreciate some of you guys out there subscribing. I'm going to do a couple more videos while I got the chance. And I got some more gems coming down the pike. So enjoy. Thank you. Spider-Man.